Home inspections. Hey everyone, I'm Mark Ottinger, the owner and broker of Alexander Realty, and I want to briefly go over the home inspection process because it's one of the biggest questions we get asked, whether on the buyer side or on the seller side, is how does the home inspection process work? So I'm going to jump into it here real briefly. This is a copy of our standard Board of Realtor contract. It states 10 days for the buyer to do any inspections. There is a negotiable date in there, and you might want to get with your agent to find out if you want to speed that time up or if you want to slow it down. And there's reasons why you may or may not want to. But for argument's sake, we're going to stick with the 10 days in here. It gives the buyer 10 days to do any and all inspections. Most common inspections are the whole house inspection, termite inspection. Might in certain instances want to do a radon or maybe even like a sewer or like a well and septic. But that's something you would get with your agent, and then they would discuss with you, and then you'd also get with the home inspector. They have a lot of recommendations also. But anyway, so you jump into this. Once you get all those inspections done, then you would sit down with your agent and you would decide which direction you want to go with. We have one of three options. You can, number one, you are satisfied with the inspections. This is from the buyer side, of course, and you're going right through to closing. Number two, buyer is terminating the contract with earnest money to be returned to the buyer. That just means there's something they found in the house that they just simply can't live with, and they're just going to have to walk away. Number three, and this is where it gets there's a little song and dance in here. Number three is where the buyer is willing to move forward under certain circumstances. And what that usually comes down to is they want something fixed, or they want there's something they just really can't live with as it is, but they're willing to go forward with it if it's corrected. Now that could be anything from a repair to a monetary settlement. And once we get into this number three, we've actually gone from what we call the inspection period to the resolution period. That's where we need to resolve this. And we have a total of 10 days for both this buyer and seller side to come together and determine what's going to happen. Once we determine what's going to happen and all parties agree to it, we move forward to closing. I hope that answers your questions. If you have any additional questions, feel free to reach out to us. We're here all the time. Thank you.